Support for NPR and the following message come from Indeed. You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. Claim your $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/NPR. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Ian and Mike. This is How to Do Everything, and this is one of our classic shows, an archive show.
We think it holds up. I guess you'll decide.
So I don't know if you saw this video going around this week. This father is putting his daughter's hair in a ponytail in a very unconventional way.
He's using a vacuum cleaner, specifically the hose attachment. He's sucking her hair into the hose attachment of a vacuum cleaner.
And the best part is he has a rubber band, a hair band, already on the hose attachment. So once all the hair is sucked in, he just pops it off, pulls off the hose, and boom, ponytail.
Ponytail in a matter of seconds. We wanted to try this out, so our producer Blythe has volunteered her head and hair.
Yeah, we're here with the big industrial vacuum cleaner we got from the radio station. Blythe, are you ready to go?
I'm not particular about my hair, but this could be disastrous.
So you're standing next to a shop vac, which has a hose and that little attachment, that tiny little hard plastic attachment where your hair is about to be sucked into.
Yeah.
Do you think this is going to suck?
Oh.
Are you nervous? You seem really tentative about this.
I mean, I'm on board.
Essentially, you just asked if she was nervous, and she said, I agreed to do this. Which
Right.
are two unrelated facts.
Right. No, I am nervous.
Okay. Miles is standing by. Miles, turn on the vacuum cleaner.
Yep.
Can you start slowly, though?
Yeah. I'm not gonna...
Okay. It's... Okay. Yeah, it's not that bad. Unless you didn't start.
I just did a little bit.
Okay, it's fine.
He had like one strand of hair
But
in there.
it was... That's comforting.
I mostly was vacuuming your sweater.
I felt that.
Okay.
I felt that.
Here we go.
It's okay so far. It just feels really weird.
You almost have too much hair for this nozzle. So I'm afraid I don't know if I can get all of it in here. And there.
Oh my God, you look beautiful.
It looks pretty good. It looks like a ponytail with bangs coming out the side. You have too much hair, I think, for that vacuum attachment. We needed a bigger attachment.
I think this was actually what I had requested at my senior prom.
Yeah,
I wanted
a lot of tendrils.
I wanted a lot of tendrils. And that's what this is.
Turn around, let's see. But most of your hair is in a pretty good ponytail.
Yeah. I think we call this the Blythe.
Did it hurt at any point?
You know, it didn't. Although I will say, when I requested the vacuum, he said the last person who used it tried to vacuum up some weird liquid. So I'm now wondering, like, what the repercussions of this are.
Maybe that weird liquid was mousse.
Mm-hmm. Or bleach.
This is How to Do Everything. I'm Mike.
And I'm Ian. On today's show, how to keep your milk fresh and how to name your Wi-Fi router.
But first,
we should let you know that the segment you're about to hear, the carry rule applies to it.
That's named for somebody who wrote in and told us that we need to warn you before a segment is too gross.
So I swallowed a piece of gum recently, and I've always heard that it lives inside of you for 7 years. It takes 7 years to digest. I don't know if that's true.
So joining us now is our resident doctor, Dr. Peter Leckman. Dr. Leckman, is this true?
So it sort of depends on what you mean. So you eat a piece of gum, and it's got different components to it. There's flavoring, there's sort of seasoning type of stuff, and then there's the actual gum base, which is the mushy thing that you chew on.
Yeah.
Your body immediately digests off all the flavoring and all the additives, but you're still left with this gum base. And this gum base will stick around. It's very difficult to digest. It would theoretically stick around forever if it stuck around, except that nothing sticks around. So everything passes through. Now, there have been cases even documented in the medical literature of kids getting clogged up by their gum. So this has actually happened. There's 3 really good case reports that I found in the literature of constipated kids these kids were swallowing 5 to 7 pieces of gum a day.
All right.
Having chronic constipation, actually got to the point where they were in a hospital having procedures done to try to unplug them, and literally masses of gum the size of baseballs were clogging up the sort of last mile.
So if I'm a normal kid,
Daily pooper?
no, okay. So yeah, and I swallow, a piece of gum from time to time. That's no different than swallowing a chewed up piece of food in terms of how it's going to stay in my body.
It's exactly right. So it's like eating a kernel of corn. You can watch it come out 36 hours later just with your gum, just like your gum would.
Really? You brought up corn in this already gross conversation?
Well, I was thinking about corn races. I don't know if you had enough boys in your family, but in a family full of boys, you had to find ways to occupy yourself. So one sport that we had were called corn races.
Wait, you're kidding.
No. Do you know what you call the winner?
No.
The colonel.
So the idea is the first one to get the corn?
The first one to see the corn wins. But anyway, you could have the same game with multicolored gumballs, and you could have a race, but they would all come out. So I think we should keep this a secret from our children. I think we should continue to tell them not to swallow gum because it's kind of stupid to swallow undigestible objects. Mm-hmm. But from a purely medical perspective, the odds of anything untoward happening are really, really unlikely.
Well, Colonel Leckman, thank you so much for your time.
I think I'm going to change my badge.
Hey, if you have questions for us, we have answers for you, potentially. You can get us any how-to question at our email address. That's howto@npr.org. Again, howto@npr.org. Again, howto@npr.org. That's probably enough.
This message comes from Schwab. At Schwab, how you invest is your choice, not theirs. That's why when it comes to managing your wealth, Schwab gives you more choices. You can invest and trade on your own. Plus, get advice and more comprehensive wealth solutions to help meet your unique needs. With award-winning service, low costs, and transparent advice, you can manage your wealth your way at Schwab. Visit schwab.com to learn more.
Support for NPR and the following message come from Boll & Branch. Turn your bed into a sanctuary this fall with their buttery, breathable bedding. Enjoy 15% off your first set of sheets at BOLLandbranch.com with code NPR. Exclusions apply. Support for NPR and the following message come from Boll & Branch. Turn your bed into a sanctuary this fall with their buttery, breathable bedding. Enjoy 15% off your first set of sheets at BOLLandbranch.com with code NPR. Exclusions apply.
One of the worst things you can encounter inside your refrigerator is spoiled milk.
It's happened probably to everybody.
Yeah.
But we have a solution. On the line with us now is Albert Lebedev. He's a researcher at Moscow State University.
So, Albert, we understand there's this old wives' tale in Russia about how to keep your milk fresh.
Well, I would say this is more Finnish style. And in Finnish culture, they keep frogs in milk to keep the milk good.
Now, you said they keep frogs in their milk in Finland.
For Russia, it is not a custom, but we used to have a knowledge that if you have a frog in your well, it means that this water is acceptable for consumption.
That seems like a reason not to drink the water or the milk if I found a frog in it.
Well, it's up to you, but anyway.
Well, so why did they put frogs in their milk? What's going on there?
They didn't do it intentionally. Simply, if they saw a frog, it means that you could drink this water. So now I can tell you absolutely definitely that the reason is secretion of some peptides. Because frogs, they had to fight microorganisms. And the only weapon they have is this secretion. Mm-hmm. So they secrete peptides, and those peptides are absolutely fantastic compounds because It can be, let's say, antibacterial,
Okay.
antifungal, anti-tumor, antiviral. It can be analgesic, and so on and so forth. So really, it's wonderful protection of frogs. So let's suppose that you have this frog in your milk, and it secretes the peptides, which are responsible for killing germs, microbes.
Right.
So that's why they keep milk as it was at the beginning for a couple of days.
Well, Albert, couldn't I just put this frog in my mouth and just keep it there?
I think it's a bit restless, I would say. The activity of these peptides is enormous, so it's not good idea.
Yeah.
However, if you do some sort of dilution, I think it's fine. Well, what particular intention do you have when you are going to put it in your mouth?
Well, it would seem like if these frogs with all these, various peptides that are fighting things, antibacterial, antifungal, why aren't we putting frogs in all of our food?
But sometimes you don't need to kill anybody.
I guess that's
Why?
true.
So, would it be a good idea for me to grab a frog and leave him in, my gallon of milk?
I think you have enough preservatives and conservants in your milk nowadays.
Right.
So you don't need to use something like that. And in fact, this will be the drugs, the pharmaceuticals of the next generation, because those peptides can beat all the diseases, in fact.
Yeah, all the things you mentioned, antibacterial, antifungal, anti-tumor, I think you said.
Right.
Is there anything else like this in nature that is a cure for that many things?
Frankly speaking, yes, this cocktail is something very extraordinary because, as I mentioned, this is the only weapon. So really, if you disturb the frog, it tries to secrete as much as possible to protect. Even, for example, if a bird takes a frog, frog secretes a special peptide which causes vomit reflex in the bird, and it cannot swallow the frog.
Wow.
So a lot of interesting things.
Yeah. Well, Albert, thank you so much. This has been fascinating.
Yeah, my pleasure.
We got a note from Katie. She's a grad student setting up her Wi-Fi router, and she needs it to have a unique name.
Fred Armisen, do you have any ideas?
School admin, like the school admin period. Yeah. This way it looks like they'll never know it's her. You know what I mean? Like it'll look so boring and so that's obviously, that's if she wants secrecy. Yeah, I don't know if that's her deal. Mm-hmm. That's secure because it's just like, wow, we don't want to have anything to, but that might not be what she's looking for. It sounds to me like she actually wants it to sound kind of cool.
I think she wants to express herself through the name of this wireless router.
I would say, how about CBS fan?
Yeah.
2011.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So they'd be like, who is this person who loves CBS and why 2011?
Yeah, okay. A college student who loves CBS.
She loves CBS. What a great network. And she's just like an open fan.
I will say that in our building, there's one that comes up called Cat Party. And whenever people come over and they need to get on our wireless, they're like, oh, we assume you're Cat Party, Ian.
Nope.
Well, that's not us.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. If she's looking for a true... If she wrote... Did she know that she was writing to me or any expert?
Just any expert.
If it's me and she really does want something, I would say, and this is a real one, Fred's best friend.
Okay, I like that. Yeah.
Fred's best friend is one word.
That's nice.
Maybe she'll take that one.
That does it for this week's show. What we learned today, Mike?
Well, I learned that, I don't know if this is true, but I wonder if you could keep different things fresh by just putting different animals in them.
I think you have to weigh the surprise of finding the animal in your food versus the freshness factor.
Like, for example, if you're going to have like a bowl of Captain Crunch, because that stuff goes soggy right away. But what if you put a cat in it?
Yeah, Cat and Crunch.
How to Do Everything is produced by Heena Srivastava with technical direction from Lorna White.
Get us your questions at howto@npr.org. I'm Ian.
And I'm Mike. Thanks.
Thanks.
Support for NPR and the following message come from Boll and Branch. Turn your bed into a sanctuary this fall with their buttery, breathable bedding. Enjoy 15% off your first set of sheets at BOLL and branch.com with code NPR. Exclusions apply. Support for NPR and the following message come from IXL Online. Is your child asking questions on their homework you don't feel equipped to answer? IXL Learning uses advanced algorithms to give the right help to each kid, no matter the age or personality. One subscription gets you everything. One site for all the kids in your home, pre-K to 12th grade. Make an impact on your child's learning. Get IXL now. And NPR listeners can get an exclusive 20% off IXL membership when they sign up today at IXL.com/NPR. Support for NPR and the following message come from Boll and Branch. Turn your bed into a sanctuary this fall with their buttery, breathable bedding. Enjoy 15% off your first set of sheets at BOLL and branch.com with code NPR. Exclusions apply.